Hello guys, today is Tuesday the 27th. If you know what that means, pumpkin spice is here from Starbucks. And we're going to do a fun little pumpkin look to kick off the day. So first, we're going to want to prime our lids. I'm just going to take my beauty blender with some of my foundation and concealer still on it. And just kind of pat that over my lids, because I have ran out of eyeshadow primer, and really you just need a kind of sticky base, so it works. So we kind of want to do a fun orangey, maybe a little bit of black in there for a pumpkin-y look. So I'm going through my palettes right now to kind of find the best palette I would use for this. That one's more peachy. Might be that one or this one. So use any palette that you have that has some good oranges, some good reds, and a good black. I'm gonna have to edit that out. Okay, so let's get started. We have our cup of brushes. My foundation is done. Same foundation routine I always do. So it looks like I'm going to be using my James Charles and my Novo palette. Just really any oranges that kind of match. So first we're going to go in with a nice little angled brush to just lay everything down. So I haven't rocked a pumpkin-y color in a minute. I think we're going to use let's see here. If you're using your James Charles palette, it will be 518 in the corner here. And we're just going to put that in the corner. Let's see how this blends together. We're just going to take it into the crease like that. And just the same on this side. This, I always go back in for more. I just want to make sure it's nice and patted on. So this is more like a, I'd say a true orange kind of color. And then you want to go into something a little bit more a deeper orange, more of a burgundy orange, and we're going to put that in the middle of our lid, and we're going all the way into the crease, and we're going to come down into the mid to outer corner with that. I could just follow the shape of my eyeball, kind of. And all I'm doing now is just patting it on to make sure everything is saturated and there's no kind of skippies. There's that. So we're going to go on the other side here and kind of just do the same we did. Follow the crease of our eyeball. And drag it in. And I like to layer it over top of our other color just so we have a nice gradient. So it kind of looks like it more blends into each other and it's not like color, color, color. Sometimes I like the block coloring because with the look I'm doing, sometimes that's what I go for. But this one, I'm not really looking for that. I kind of want it to fade into a nice gradient. So we're going to kind of pull this one almost all the way to the corner there. Because then we're going to come in with a nice deep black. So I'm going to set this brush aside because I like using it for my oranges. And you're going to want to get a new brush. So I'm going to go with a very tiny, like, flat little baby brush. And I'm getting into Spooky from James, just any nice black. And I'm going to just tap that into the outer corner. So, with that, yes, there's no black really in pumpkin spice, but it's a fun, like, fall-y, pumpkin-y look, I feel like. So, we just really want a little bit in this outer corner. So, we're just gonna... So it looks a little rough, but we're gonna come in and blend that with a nice soft brown. So it doesn't have to be perfect just yet. And I kind of like to do like a V motion, like there, so we can blend it together. And we're just going to take that into the crease like we did the other side. There we go. So that's done. And then we're just going to get kind of a very light little harsh looking. I know the brush I want. Here it is. So we're gonna get a very tiny little blending brush and just go into kind of, I'm gonna go into, we're gonna go into No Beans, and we're gonna just kind of see, blend that black more into the orange and just make it a little bit more subtle. No Beans is a very nice matte brown, so we're just gonna work on blending that black out a little bit. And so we're gonna just blend, 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 blend. Then we're just gonna take this side and do the same. Just blend it into the crease, but black more, and blend the lower. So there's that. So now we want to go in and kind of clean up everything. We're gonna go back into that kind of deep pumpkin color and just go over top of everything and just make sure it's real clean. And we're going to do the same on this side. So we're just going to go pat over that. See, what I'm mostly doing, I'm going over that black to kind of just tone it down a little bit more and really blend it together. And so I'm going to take just my powder brush and kind of dust off any fallout just to make so there's that. So we're just going to keep going over with this nice pumpkin-y color. Oh my god, hair on my face. And just make sure that black is nice and like gradient. Let's see how this side is still a little bit deeper than the other. Like that. So then we're just going to clean off our brush and go back into that bright orange we have in the inner corner, and just kind of make sure he doesn't feel left out, and kind of pat that over. Then we're gonna go in with a nice fluffy brush, a clean fluffy brush, into any shade that eyeshadow that kind of matches your skin tone. And I just like to kind of clean up the edges right there, because sometimes we can get little feathering and that can get crazy. So there's that. And I kind of like to just dust off any like little fallouts. And how I get rid of all of this like gross stuff, I just take my damp beauty blender and I kind of just pat it around my eye to grab it all. And then I just come in with my fluffy brush and dust away any extra. So, oh, there's a little bit of black staining right here. We'll fix that in later. So this year, Starbucks has brought back their pumpkin spice latte, their pumpkin spice lattes. They did the pumpkin scone again and the pumpkin muffin, but now we have pumpkin salted cream cold brew. That is good. You need to try that. So right now I'm just lining my waterline just to pull the look together. I feel like your look could look questionable and not might be in love with it. Then add some eyeliner and it just looks perfect. So what I'm kind of doing is not going all the way in with the black liner on my bottom waterline. Kind of want it to be stop like halfway in. Then we're just going to do the top. And how I do it, I literally just close my eye and I start in the corner and close my eye and just drag my pencil back and forth through that. So, but it always makes my eyes water. So, and we're just gonna, then we're gonna go in with some mascara. Any mascara you like. I'm loving this one by Tarte, the Big Ego. So I'm gonna do the bottom lashes really quick. Ugh. So I just realized I forgot to do liquid liner, and all I'm gonna do is do a nice little wing. I literally have to be like 2 inches from the mirror, so sorry. So there's that side. I wish my liner could like clip in. So then we're gonna go And this side, and try to do the same. Not the best, but it will do. And we're just gonna put on a mascara on our top, like we did before. So then there's that. Just the mascara goes over top. It's weird, I can't talk and do this. I'm sorry. It's awkward silence. My sister's letting the dogs out if you hear whistling. And take them outside. So there's that. So all I'm gonna do is put on some blush and do the rest of my face. So yeah, that's the fun little, hold on, first we need brows. We look crazy without brows right now. So what I'm gonna do is take this little brush and just kind of get them all going. The same way. I like to kind of just pull them up and brush them so they can all lay going the kind of way I like them to go. There's that. Then we're just gonna grab our handy dandy angler and just go into whatever eyeshadow color that fits you. I've been using just an eyeshadow right now out of my James Charles palette called Punch Me. A little bit of that just to fill them in, because I like my brows, but they're just kind of a little bit sparse, so making little tiny brush strokes just to fill in the area. Then we might go into tea just a little bit to help out a few problem areas. Like the tail gets real sparse and this top part. Everything else is pretty nice, so I like a more natural of a brow. This is where I use a lot of the tea color just on this one, because for some odd reason I'm missing like half my brow right there. It's like 4 hairs, so kind of just like to fill that in a little bit more. Then I just kind of brush through the rest of it onto my brush and fill in the tail with the Punch Me. It's kind of how I just do natural little brow. And then I'm going to take that same brush I kind of used. I don't have a spoolie brush, I need one, but this works. Just kind of comb them through, make sure they're well blended. And if I did do them too bold, this is what I kind of do. I just take my beauty blender and pat through them, and it looks good. It's my kind of easy to do brow. Nothing crazy, nothing fancy, but that is it. I had a cup of coffee somewhere. I don't know where he went. Who knows? But yeah, that is my little look for today. Gonna rock at work while we're serving all the PSLs. Have fun. Remember, if you like this video, subscribe, like, and comment.